What's up guys, John here, and in this lesson I wanted to continue talking about how you can build jazz chords from the diminished chord. In the previous video, part 1 of this, go back and check it out if you haven't seen it. We talked about using a diminished chord and creating dominant sevenths from it, and then also full 2-5-1 progressions. One of the things I mentioned at the beginning of that video is that you can do this all over the neck. But the previous video just showed you how to do it in one position. So now I'm going to just expand on that idea. So just to review, we took a D diminished chord and we dropped every single note in it one at a time, just one fret. So we took like the note on the A string, dropped it down a half step, and we got a D flat 7th chord. Then we dropped the note on the D string to get a G7 chord, and so on and so forth with each note in the chord. And that gave us just a bunch of dominant 7th chords. Then we preceded each chord with a 2, and then we played the dominant 7 as a 5, and then we went to the 1. So for instance, the D flat 7 was A flat minor 7, D flat 7, G flat major 7, and try to use smooth voice leading like that. So let's talk about how you can expand this up and down the whole neck. So for instance, if we go back to that first sort of seed chord, which is the diminished, the cool thing about a diminished chord shape like this is that every 3 frets, the notes actually rearrange, but it's the same chord. So if I count where the root or the second finger is, here, like a D diminished, then I'm going to move that up 3 frets. I'm going to go to the F note, which would be second finger on the 8th fret. So then what's going to happen is I've got the same chord, but I'm going to apply the same principles. So I'm going to drop each note in the chord one at a time down a half step. So if I take the note on the A string and drop it down 1 fret, I've got this shape now, which is an E7. So we went from this chord, F diminished, to E7. Then we'll go back to that first shape, and now we'll drop the note on the D string, which this is going to give us a B flat 7. Then we'll go back to the original shape. Now we'll drop the note on the G string. This is going to give us a D flat 7 chord. And then back to the original position and drop the note on the B string. This is going to give us a G7 chord. So what just happened is we took the chords that we started with down here and we now know the next inversion up of them. So for instance, if we take this chord and we drop it like this, that's a G7. Then we're going to invert it up and we've got this chord. So we've got the next inversion up of all those dominant 7 shapes. So again, I'll do it with each one. So here's the D diminished. That became D flat 7. And then I can invert that up to this shape. Okay, 3, to the next diminished chord. So, and then G7 became this. B flat 7 became this. So we got, and then the E7 became this. And then of course we could proceed all of these with the 2 chords as well, which would give us a whole other set of 2-5-1s, just like what we did in the previous video. So you could see how just using this concept as the diminished chord as a seed. Now the other great thing is you can go in either direction. So you could keep going up and go another 3 frets, and you're gonna get, here's the next voicing of G7, so that would be, and then I could do it again. I'll take this up 3 frets. And then my next voicing here of G7 would be this. So I would have, and then guess what? I'm at the first one again. So you start just learning a ton of voicings that you can use, all from the diminished chord. All right, you guys, I hope this video helps you out and gives you some inspiration to keep exploring some of these chords up and down the neck and learn more about guitar. If you want to see more chord videos like this, let me know in the comments below. I was thinking about doing a chord series. Let me know if that would be something you guys would be interested in seeing. For now, make sure you're subscribed. We got new videos dropping every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7:30 a.m. You can click the link below and get a free PDF all about soloing that's over 100 pages long for free. Thanks so much for your support, and we'll see you in the next video.